All right, King of Cups. Now, King of Cups, these cups stand for emotions. Kings are the exalted ones. So this can stand for a person. That will be a water sign. That's Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. This actually is feeling more like a situation. So King of Cups, he's kind and he's intuitive. He's also trustworthy. He represents culture and the arts and good fortune. So it does feel like your fortune has changed. I feel like that is what's shifting a little bit. It does look like you have been dealing with life with integrity, and you're starting to get a payoff for that a bit. It does feel like you've taken a step up either in your psychic awareness, in your intuition, or just trusting yourself a little bit more. But it does feel like you're moving forward with a bit more integrity, and that you're being kind to yourself and using your intuition a little bit more. So I do believe this is more the situation than it is a person. What crosses you, Libra, is the 6. Now, the 6 of Cups is usually someone that was in your heart space. It's usually messages from the past. So it could be an ex that's trying to get a hold of you, or a friend, someone that was in your heart that you're either going to reconnect with or you'll get a message from. So check the mailboxes, whether it's email or the physical mailbox, or, pick up the phone a little bit more occasionally. But it does look like during this month you will be contacted by friends of the past, possibly an ex, or someone that you haven't heard from in quite a long time that has lived in your heart. So the 3 is above you. This is about reveling. This is about enjoying yourself, reconnecting with friends. Maybe you've been a little busy, clearing out all this energy the last couple of months. Well, now it's time to reconnect with your friends that have missed you. This could be, attending a seminar. This could be attending a barbecue, or just connecting with friends that you really haven't had time to connect with. So it's a little bit more revel time and a little less work. You have done a lot of hard work, Libra, over the last couple of years, it looks like. So now it's time to enjoy some of the fun stuff and be seen out there in the world. Your friends miss you. So the Magician is here, and he's all about remembering your magic, remembering your power. It's right next to this King of Cups, so it does feel like maybe you've been taking some classes on mysticism. Maybe you've taken tarot classes. Maybe you've been reading self-help books, or just getting back to church. Whatever it is, it looks like you have fully embraced yourself as a spirit and made some changes and really changed some behaviors for the positive. So, many of you may have had addiction problems in the past, or just codependency. But it does look like some things from the past you have truly released and really exalted the new way of life, kind of reveled in the light that it's bringing to you. And it does look like something that happened to the past that kind of might have even shaped the way you made some decisions, is something that you have really come to, you're okay with. You have released, you have acceptance, and now you're moving forward into a lot more creative place for yourself. The Moon is here at the basis. This is taking the inside and bringing it to the outside. So there may have been something you've been wanting to do for a really long time, and you're thinking about it, and you got brave enough to crawl out of the water here, get on your path and start doing it. So it may be spiritual, it may be writing, it may be creative, but whatever it is, you've kind of pushed it down and put it in the back seat for a while, and now you're bringing it to the forefront. It does look like that it is a skill that you brought into the body, that you brought into this life, and now you're incorporating it a little bit more into your everyday life. You're letting your light shine. You're not so afraid of your gifts and your talents. And I know for me, when it comes up, it's usually all about trusting my information and trusting my journey and my skills. So it does feel like you are more in line with trusting what is going on and allowing yourself into your greatness and not being afraid to share that with the outside world. Taking that inside stuff and bringing it to the outside. All right, the 4 here, that's usually celebration. It can mean commitment. So for those of you who are not in relationship, you may be creating one. For those of you who are in a relationship, and this can be a friendship too. This is about celebration. This is about commitment. So maybe you're attending a wedding or just committing to yourself and your fun and creating, connections a little bit more with people instead of hiding out in the cave. It's time to come out of the cave, Libra. So it does look like you'll be getting more invitations coming up April, May, June. So get out there, get some sunshine on your face, and enjoy the people and your community and your village that you have created. The basis of all this, it looks like you need to float a little bit, let some other people make some decisions, step out of your head a little bit. But it does look like you have been over-analyzing of the past and really learning how to release. Sometimes when you spend too much alone time, that's when the head kicks in, the fears come up. So it does look like you're just allowing yourself to float a little bit and not trying to overthink things so much, which I know is a true challenge for you air signs, beautiful Libras. But yeah, turn down the analyzer a little bit, allow life to flow. This water is kind of lighting up for me. Allow life to flow around you before you're making any decisions. You don't really have to make any decisions right now. And the overthinking thing is not your friend. So if you can turn that off and let that go, that'd be great. It does look like some of the overanalyzing here is standing in the way of your sleep. That can be too much sleep, not enough sleep, interrupted sleep. But it does look like some things are laying heavy on your mind that you really have no control over. There are some, it looks like situations. This may be illnesses of family members. This may be, money problems from others. But it does look like sometimes you take on the woes and the worries of others that you can't do anything about. So remember your magic. Remember that you could be supportive and loving without owning somebody else's challenge. And if it is a dis-ease of some kind that someone is dealing with, you can be loving and supportive, but don't take on that energy. It will only make you out of balance and probably create some kind of illness in your space. So be loving and supportive without owning other people's challenges and things that they have created in this lifetime to learn from. The next card is the 7. This is the 7 of Cups. This can be feelings. This can be your wildest dreams. This also can stand for looking at things honestly as they are. Don't let the mind spin and take it to a place where it isn't. We can only resolve things from a place of truth. So the things that you have ignored and maybe minimized might need to be looked at a little bit more carefully, and the things that have been maximized, maybe bring it down to the realistic place. This also can stand for creating things of your wildest dreams. Is it time to redo a bucket list? Have you resolved the things that you created maybe in your early 20s, in your childhood? Have you already resolved those? It may take maybe it's time to take a look at creating a new bucket list and what is your wildest dreams. So not only is it stand for looking at things kind of through an illusion, through those rose-colored glasses, but it also can stand for your wildest dreams and really creating something new. So it does feel more on the vein of looking at things honestly as they are. Do not ignore things as they pop up. Some things require your attention right now. The 4 is right here, and this can be a bit of a disappointment. This also can be looking at choices in the future. This can be also maybe focusing too much on things that didn't work out and kind of staying in that disappointment space instead of looking at your gifts and feeling your gratitude. And there's something right in front of you that really needs your attention. This does feel like it may be a partner, a love thing, because the cups are lighting up here. So it has to do with a feeling, love, emotion. So don't withdraw. Don't withdraw from your feelings. Take a look at what's going on and pay attention. But, you know, crying over spilt milk does not help anything. And focusing on the disappointment. You would be with these people if you were supposed to. So take a look around you. Look at the big picture and see if you can get out of that kind of crying over spilt milk, kind of looking at the past. And it's time to be grateful for where you are and the good things that you do have. And you do have many, Libra. So what is on the other side of this is the six, six of wands. And this is kind of, it's an exalted card. It's being honored for your hard work. It's being given kudos. You could be getting a raise at work, or just a letter of acknowledgement, someone acknowledging your hard work and something, maybe your gifts. Maybe you're starting to share those wonderful spiritual gifts and you're getting acknowledged for them. It has put you kind of in a very, I wouldn't say meek, but it's put you in a very appreciative space and maybe a little bit uncomfortable to be honored. You don't like to be the center of focus, but it does look like it's due you, and it's okay to accept those wonderful gestures of appreciation. The star is on the other side. This is when you're pouring yourself into a project. Don't pour everything. Make sure you gift yourself some of this energy. But it does look like some great ideas from the heavens are coming into play. Don't be afraid to step into that and go with the flow. It does look like you've had a lot of great ideas, but maybe left them in the idea space. And now they need to be brought to the forefront. Give them a try. Some things will be successful, some things won't. But you have a lot of great ideas. But it does look like you have allowed fear and maybe abundance to stand in your way of really manifesting this into the physical world. So maybe you're going into business for yourself, or rejoining your passion of artistry, of dance, of writing, of some kind that you've had a little fear about bringing into the physical world. It may be you've gotten in touch with your own psychic ability and a little fearful to push it out into the world. Ask for help if you need it, but don't be fearful to take that first step. But also, don't give 150%. Don't forget to give to yourself as well. But keep it simple. I think the nakedness of her is telling me to keep it simple and keep it real. All right, Libra, that is your reading for the month of April. I'm going to throw a couple of these Goddess Guidance cards. I was gifted these, or the awareness of these were gifted to me by the Mystic Sisters of Wisconsin. So what do we have? Coventina, Purification, and Exhale. I hope that's how you're supposed to say it. Anyway, Coventina, she's about purification. It's time for a cleansing detoxification of your body and mind. Yes, it's time to release and get on your path. Your information is needed. And Exhale is a medicine woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. So don't be afraid to gift that healing power to yourself as well as others.